Hi there, everybody. It's James, and welcome back to Corby Town. If you're enjoying what you see, do the whole like, comment, subscribe stuff down there, right? Perfect, done. Out of the way. Let's talk game. So, yeah, last week wasn't good. Or last game wasn't good. We lost. So, hey, we've had some good turn of form since then. Not going to beat around the bush. After the 1-3 loss to Preston, we want to run a 5-0 against Cardiff, 5-1 against Crystal Palace, 2-0 versus Reading, and 2-0 versus Peterborough. And you're probably thinking, James, how did you do that? How did you go and arrest the stop? Well, I'll tell you, when worse comes to worse and you're having a bad run of form, buy a Brazilian wonder kid and throw him in attacking midfield. This is Vladson, or his full name is Vladson Silvestri, a Brazilian-Italian, captain of Brazil's under-21, named the next Denilson. And as you can see by his average rating, he's got an 8.23 since coming into the team. And he has been the engine in midfield. He brought him in and he is just lit it up. Kind of was that one thing we were missing. And what I like about him too is that he's not your typical like attacking midfielder, kind of floats back here, kind of directs the play. He runs through the center, he gets the ball, he tries to move forward with it, he tries to pass. If he can't, he'll take a shot on himself. He's exactly what we were looking for, and we brought him in for £10 million. An immediate impact for £10 million. I'm good with that. So, you've also probably saw that we brought in, finally, our guy, Inissa Bai. Now, the board are unhappy with this because of how much I paid for him, and rightly so. I paid a lot of money for this guy. He's $20 million up front, and I think the deal could go up to like $35 million over time. But there's a reason I brought him in, and I want to take it to you guys right here, right now. If you go to information, the media comparison up there says, touted as the next Kylian Mbappe. The next Kylian Mbappe, you say. And I just picked him up for £20 million? I think that's good business. People want to say that, oh, no. Well, he's the next Kylian Mbappe. And he's come in. He's only made one appearance in the Caballero Cup and one appearance in the Sky Bet Championship. So, hasn't really hit the ground running yet, but he's just recently in. As for other transfers, we've had 3 more. Because I have an under-23 squad now, I need to start filling it with players. So I started scouring for wonder kids. I brought in a promising Croatian center back called Ivo Droscek, who looks pretty good, but stuck him in the reserves just so he can develop. I brought in a William Brum, a Uruguayan goalkeeper who looks pretty darn good, who I once again stuck in the reserves to build up. He looks pretty all right. Hopefully he'll give Watts some competition along with Slio Ntoko, who we have out on loan right now with MK Dons. Also for £500,000. Then we got Marcus Augustin, an attacking midfielder from Sweden. Because yes, why not? And just threw him in there just to try and fill out that squad a little bit. Any other things have happened since there? Slavo Ntoko is now on loan at MK Dons, where he's starting. And Zlato Bal is now on loan at Sunderland, who I think is in the same division as us. Yeah, where apparently he's going to be a regular starter. If he isn't, though, I'm more than happy to pull the ripcord on that one. Both these loan deals can be recalled. So yeah, when in doubt, the good old FM favorite. Buy a Brazilian wonder kid and stick it in the place, and hopefully it sticks. Any other transfers? I have some coaches coming in for our under-23s. I've got, obviously, the ones that we've already prearranged. They are still pending. We also have our South African midfielder who will be coming in. And then I have a potential loan offer for Glenn Taylor to maybe just be as a squad player. who I think, he could be he looks like a box-to-box kind of a squad player we could use. So if we could use him, that'd be great as a loan. And then Neil Antun Miranda is another just lighthearted, either-footed Brazilian wonder kid who I thought, why not give a punt at for a release fee of 11.5 million. We still have 30 million pounds in transfer budget, 200K in wages. I don't look at doing that. I'd like to end the transfer window with about like 15 to 20 million pounds in case I need to go in a direction in January. But I think the squad is starting to settle in pretty nicely. This is how I think we should usually line up. I've gone away with having like kind of the offset wing backs up and stuff. We've gone back to Pavi and Jebi in the center, Jackson and Minhan, Watts, Brown, Bai, Valdison, Felton as a complete forward, and these guys in there. The only other thing I've done too is I pushed the defensive lines or the lines of engagement from higher to, or very high to just high. I've noticed we've started to be caught out a little bit here, so I wanted to give our defenders a little bit more time to get caught up. But here's the beauty of all this thing now. We're in Europe, and we are playing a Luxembourgian side, right? Yeah, from Valdez, from Luxembourg. They play in the Swiss league, but they're from Liechtenstein. Not even that, Liechtenstein. Silly me. They're a Swiss team that plays. They play in the Swiss league, but they're from Liechtenstein. And if you look at kind of some of the draws here, Genk, Aberdeen, AZ, Napoli, Saint Etienne, Transpor. You got Villarreal versus Borussia Dortmund. Lecce is a big team. We dodged some bullets here. The champions, this group looks even easier though with Dundalk, Schengla. But yeah, holy crap, we dodged a few bullets here with this one to get into the group stage. That being said, it's not a pushover game, and we are away from home in our first ever European fixture. We've already talked about how we lined up with Montez, Nygor, Nagic, Vladimir, Flack, and Fashoshi Sakurai on the bench. I don't know what to expect. I don't know how this team will perform. It is Europe. It's the first time any one of the players have played in Europe. It's the first time I've coached in Europe in the save. So who knows what could go on. Also, I also took care of penalties. I know that is something I saw Carnival had been taking a lot of them lately, and I was like, well, let's change that up and actually get a good penalty taker to do it. I believe now it is Baye and then Feltrin do it as well. Though Vladim, our new Russian left back, has 16 in penalty taking. Don't ask me why. We have a really good... Volden has a really good one. As Minhan immediately gets hurt, and we may be seeing that guy very soon. As, nope, looks like he recovered from this injury pretty good. Vladiston, Pete Pave with his second goal of the season for us. Jebi on a yellow card, go figure. Dude, fucking ignore it. I'll deal with it at halftime. He's perfectly fine. He's not gimping around. Pulled the groin. Okay, dude, I'll sort it. By sort it, I mean I'm going to ignore the shit out of this. Deal with it at halftime. If he gets worse, he gets worse. So you can immediately see Valdison here is on an 8.5. And he kind of just chugs around here. Carnival, Valdison. Okay, deflection there. Valdison claims the second assist. Brown gets his goal. And what the hell ping pong craziness just happened here? So, talking about the kid, Carnival comes through here, sends it to Valdison, who just rockets it first shot. It gets blocked. Deflects down to Brown, who just sticks a foot at it and beats the keeper near post for our second goal. And we're cruising right now as Jackson finds Brown here, who, by the way, has been another great signing. Neil Young on to Brown, finds Hewitt, who could have probably lashed that out, but didn't. Jackson to Baye, to Carnival. It's going to find Neil Young out here again. Crosses it in. Baye! Good shot. Good attempt there. That's what, you didn't see Antigua and those guys taking those shots. They were just hold up the play. But granted, Antigua would rather pass than take the shot. He is not so much. He's willing to take on the shot here. And I think with these... Oh, that's a good cover up. Baye takes the shot on again. And Insigne Baye gets his first. I was going to say, with these two new attacking wingers or inside forwards, they don't have they don't want to hold on to the ball or pass it. They want to take a shot. Great little step over by Hewitt. Baye, good just turn and fire. He's in space. He doesn't have anybody bothering him. He just turns in. Oh, Joe Jackson gets injured. Well, luckily for us, Jose David Montez can do that. Mainly he's a fat center back who's relatively quick and has a right foot. As they're on the ball here, they send the shot out here. Flicks on, but Minahan is going to collect it. Hold it up. Finds it to Carnival. To Vladson, who immediately picks out Baye in a bunch of space. Baye can run with it here. He is fast. Montez to Baye to Phelan to Hewitt. And we're just piling on the pressure here. That being said, free kick. Free kick never troubled Watts. It had the whip, it had the bend, but that's all it had. Minhan into Brown, to Mihai, to Felton, who couldn't convert, but lashed a boot at it for sure. As more highlights continue. Mind you, these are all away goals. I don't know how the Europa League 2 or the Europa Cup 2 handles away goals, but I imagine it's very much the same as the Europa League. You'd have to think. As things are going well, Adam Watt's on a 6.8. That's because he hasn't had to do anything. How's he's having a good... Okay. It doesn't say injuries hampering him or anything. He's been able to play through it. As they make two changes at the half, they've gone to... looks like a 3 at the back system with 2 strikers. Valentin corner is in there. Pavi going for a brace. Misses out, but not by much. As now a throw into us. Montez to Baye. Nice little flick, like scorpion kick there. Finds Montez, who can't get the cross, and I may change him to be a little bit deeper. Phaeton gets tackled hard. Pave does collect. Carnival lashes it out there to Brown. To Hewitt. Cross comes in. Vladitson with his second of the season. See, he just gets forward, gets himself into space, doesn't look to create or do anything too crazy. He's kind of lurking there, finds the space, and then just once again sticks a boot at it. Now, you could have imagined that Felcher may have gotten on that one. But, happy Vladison's there. I mean, that's what he does. He just kind of charges forward and gets in. Feltrin not having the best game, but the nice thing is that he kind of doesn't need to. We're not completely reliant on a striker right now, which is kind of nice where like all the goals aren't coming from the one place as Montez. Feltrin, well, there you go. Renato Feltrin gets his third of the season. Good to see him finally get on the sheet, but Vladitson is the guy. Pulling the strings, Carnival to Montez. Nice little pullback here by Montez, nothing fancy. Vladison just crosses it, and then Feltrin steps back, bang, 5-0. Okay. What we will do now is that I know we talked about the Mian injury. We'll bring him in to cover for it. I want to keep a lot of these guys out there. So I'll do that. We'll just see how the game progresses. But I know if I'm risking Mihai a bit if I keep him out there for longer. So keep it there. By Vladison Brown. By having a good knee. That's not our guy. Allison. Vladison trying again with that right foot. Ignore it. As time is ticking away, their center back is having a mare. As this is interesting, Vladison goes for goal. The audacity on the kid. And gets everything reset back up again. Now Brown here chips it higher. Pete Pavy gets his second. Miles Brown on the assist. It's a rout, folks. This is the first of two legs. We can probably rest some of these guys. Let some of our other players get some international experience here. And some European. As we had, 79 away fans at this game came with us to Sweden? I mean, it's Sweden. It's nice there. Liechtenstein, right? Liechtenstein. We have now gone 321 minutes without conceding. Carnival 75th appearance for us. And Nisabai, his first career goal. It's a good win for his boys. Well done. So, that's the first one done and dusted. But do you think I'm going to give you one? No. I will see you guys back here in a minute for the second leg. Hi, everybody. We're back. And guess what? We lost another game. 2-0 to Brentford. It was just, it's the best way to describe it. We got FM'd. We had 2 expected goals. We had 23 shots, 13 on goal. And none of them went in. They had 6 shots, 2 on goal, and they scored with their only 2 attempts. One was a screw up by Watts, who just kicked it into just a defender who caught it, forwarded it to the striker, and bang, he scored. The other one was an own goal by Gabby. Granted, we were rotating a little bit because we knew this game was coming up, but just nobody showed any desire into the game, and I let the guys know that. But we were able to rotate for this game, which means we're able to put our best foot forward. Jackson did get injured and is going to be out for another 10 days to 3 weeks with a ankle injury. But that's the reason why we got Mendes, who is declining. But that's okay, because we can still use him, probably just as initial shock at coming to England. But regardless, this is the team we're going to go with. Watts, Mendes, Gebbie, Pavy, Minhan, Hewitt, Carnival, Vladitson, Brown, Baye, and Filtrin in the top there. Solid bench, I do think. With Flack, Montez, Nygor, and Naglic, Alancio, Antigua, and Avicentino. And we're just going to go for it. It's a home game. We're up 6-0. I'm happy just to get like a 1-2 goal lead and then just cruise. We can't allow pump fists, hands on hips, hands in pockets, hands together, point fingers. Yeah, can't allow for complacency. Especially after getting whipped last match. Got to imagine this is also going to be a sellout for us too. First European, I guess not. That whole stand there at the back end is closed. So that could be the stand that we're building up as Idrissa Abai gets his second goal of the season. 1 minute in. Because we are improving our facilities here. We are making it larger. That stand wasn't as big last time. Man, Steel Park has changed. Carnival to Abai. Keeper just falls down. And there we go. 1 shot, 1 goal. Vladitson, corner, 2 minutes later. Jebby. Could have been better. Could have been worse. It's all right. We're in the lead. We're playing Peter Posh's stadium. That's why. I guess ours isn't large enough for the competition. I'll have to look at the rules here. As Pavy finds Valdson to Hewitt. Finds Bai there out on the side. And Nisabai gets his second. Really like to see him get going. Beautiful ball by Pavy here. Gets it to Vladitson. Vladitson to Hewitt. Hewitt, nice little chip over by 1-touch controls. Sends the keeper rooted to the spot. Far post. 2-0. Just like that. It's nice to see somebody beyond Vladimir who's on a 7 point, who's immediately above a 7. As now we can kind of just wind it down, play it calmer. I almost want to like turn the tempo down, turn us off of attacking. If we get one more goal, we're going off attacking. We're going to positive or balanced. As Emmanuel Mendez gets his first. I don't see a fullback up in that position too much. I don't even think I've ever seen Jackson that high up the court. I mean, he was flying in here. Finds him, and Mendez just lashes it. Sabaye's got the magic touch today. 2 goals and an assist. And we're just going to balance at this point. Vladimir sends it over. Nobody wins the header. Now, okay, defenders did come across. Lambin has beaten our man. Watts. Did he get a hand on that one? I've got a feeling he got a hand on that one, and he did. And I guess the ball just went over the bar. Nobody could have gotten anything on it. As lower intensity gameplay now. Don't need to be pushing as hard or as hard, as they're not even chasing down their own balls here. It's Hewitt from Meehan to Brown to Hewitt to Veltrin to Brown to Meehan. Beats his man, still going. And this is by for the penalty to step up to take the penalty for his hat trick. And this is by 4th goal of the season, 3rd of the night. I mean, low tempo time wasting. I mean, there's no point in like really even running it up even more than we have to. And we can waste time. We're not playing at a high tempo. We've got a 10-goal difference on these guys. They'd have to score, essentially 10 goals. Hewitt to Vladimir, heads it down to Filtrin. Yep, I think we're comfortably in the knockout round. I mean, just look at this play. Back and forth. Vladimir flick on, Filtrin finds it there. Just Vladimir, what can you say about this guy? I mean, even in the game that we lost against Brentford, he was still the best player, our best player on the pitch. Meehan, ball gets cleared. Pavi's on it. To Jebby. Carnival. To Baye. He had Mendez on the overlap. Gets him there. Mendez into the area. Gets it back to Carnival. Chips it over. Cleared by them. Hewitt picks it up. Gets it to Baye. Finds Mendez. Plays 1-2. There's Feltrin. There's his second. I mean, there's going to be some probably first half change. There's going to be some changes at the half. I'm trying to waste time. I'm trying to run it up. But I guess these guys want to do this after they got beat. They want to go in and say, hey, we are actually better than you think we are, boss. And here's why. As they play it back now. Closing down. Jebby misses the header, translates her, and good goal by them. Kind of feel bad for Watts getting beat, but what are you going to do? He can't be perfect all the time. And Translator just beats him at the far post. Let's ignore that, Pepe. I mean, there's not much we really need to do here. We're wasting time. We're doing that. If we give up one, we give up one. They've got to score 13 more. 12 more. In a game that we have dominated. 3 minutes at a time. For what? It looks like they're trying to counterattack. It worked. Okay. Dressing room. You want to change the drop. Don't let that happen. Good. Good. Let's get some players in here. Feltrin can come off for Nijik. Let's get Antigua on there too. Start the second half. As they made 3 changes, we make 2. 10,000 people. Antigua and Nijik just kind of in there just to get some rep time in. We'll take Carnival off in a bit too because of the yellow. Translator can't get the header down and in, so it is a goal kick to us. Wow, that's a dangerous spot. Is this Brown on this? Let's see what Brown can do. 4th goal of the season for Brown. Beautiful free kick. Can I make more changes? Nope. 3 it is. Let's get Del Tavio on. Let's get him on and just call it an evening. Protect the lead, get the yellows off. Let's go very defensive. Gabby hits the post. Let's just slow this all the way down. We really don't need to kill these guys any more than we have. Jebby to Brown. Mihan. Cross comes in. Jebby's there to Hewitt. To Mihai. Cross. Nope. Then Del Ottavio. Sends it back to Povey. This is it. Perfect. Time wasted. Hewitt. This has got to be frustrating for them. Watching us just kicking around here. Del Ottavio. Cross comes in. Naglic tries to go for it. Can't make the turn. Gets tackled there. Mendez. What is the right back doing in there? Jeez, he just loves to get involved in there. Mihan. Can't get the cross. That was apparently a highlight worth watching. Just 30, 45 seconds of us just playing the ball around. As tick, 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 because of the time. You can't counterattack a side that isn't attacking you. Valentin to Del Ottavio. Mendez, get the cross in. Naglic is there. Andrea gets his 3rd goal of the season. As we're 8-1. I mean, you feel bad about getting beat in the league and you feel frustrated. And you come against this, side from Liechtenstein. Comes here to England and just gets absolutely rumple stomped. I should have just played the reserve team. I probably should have just brought the kids up. I think that some of the starters needed to play though, after what they just had to go through. And look at this, we're not even really fatigued because I turned down the pressure so much. Very happy with the way. I mean, you can't be upset with the way they played. Bai is the cream of the crop for Corby. Yeah, I mean, nobody had a bad game. He was superb. Let's see what the journalists have to say. Let's start this off. Today's result, you guys advanced the competition. We're delighted, and we're fantastic doing so. Such was on a hat trick. We're not to be that. A bit of a collector's item today with a goal from Manager. How pleased to score that one. It was still great. Absolutely great. Some critics have spoken of the significant of those players out on loan for the goals calls to be stocked by own players. Do you receive just because we're currently the club doesn't mean they're not part of the club. We're keeping very close tabs on how they're doing. Experience. Yeah, we are stockpiling players. That's what we do. 2.66 million for reaching the group stage. Okay, cool. Oh, and we get to see the draw. Perfect. Also, cool thing. I know some of you mentioned in the comments that they're missing out on the Northampton Derby. Yeah, I know. If we beat Swansea, we get them in the Caballero Cup. I'll show you guys the possible draw here in a sec. Hang on. Competitions. Carabao Cup. So if we look at the fourth round, or the third round, Northampton, we could get them if we beat Swansea. So a nice little local derby in the cup, which could be fun. As we are in ninth. When have we ever been this low in a league before? God, 9th place. What are we doing with ourselves? Corby sets new gate receipts. Now, I have to check here. Yeah, we don't have the minimum size for stadium. That's why we're playing at Peterborough. Great gate receipts. Bang. Taylor in on loan. We will take that. He's going out on loan to Sheffield United. We're going to get there to help continue his development. Ask Taylor to welcome. Hardworking midfielder. Perfect. Can you play box to box? You can play box to box. They generally sell the player. This guy would like to play for us. We just have to find a way to get leads to sell him to us. Try killer balls, play 1-2. Perfect. Solid rotational midfielder. Let's get to that draw. What do you say? Who are we gonna get? It's 22 months from me. It's fine. Oh, that's a lot of people going our way. All right, draw. Here we go. Seed 1. We are in what? Seed... Where's seed 2? Interesting. Jesus. Dortmund. Basically not Group A or C or H or G or F or E. Okay. Not Group A. Damn. But that's Liga. Oh. Okay. So we're playing Sporting. Utrecht. Oh, no. Wow. UFC Utrecht. Where did they finish last year? What did the Eredivisie look like last year? 4th place. 12th. I mean, they're not a bad team. Kimki is what? Russian? Premier Division? I don't have that league turned on, but they haven't really been top 3. Sporting. Frickin' Sporting. Oh my God. Where did Sporting finish last year? Down near for them. 4th, 3rd. I mean, wow. That's a group. That's a group. That is going to be a tough group for sure. Corby Town Pedrana gets... Corby to face morning. We know that they will either need to 40 games Spooner or Utrecht if they stand a chance of getting past the Eurogroup stages, which have been running for 4 years. First one by Wolfsburg. Draws. Look at all the rearranges. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is what we get. This is why we did this. What did the board think of me right now? Are they happy? I mean, £2 million ain't bad to bring in. We've already kind of made like our competition revenue just off that prize money alone. General. I think they're happy with us. Yeah, it looks like they're happy with us. Breakdown. The MSC matches. All right, so they weren't too happy about that loss, but they loved the European stuff. So, all right, let's take a look here. When are we gonna come back? I mean, the sporting game sounds fun, but we've got like Watford and Swansea and Luton and so many different. Swansea twice. I don't know if we'll do Swansea twice. No, what we'll do instead. No, we'll do Swansea. We'll do the Swansea Sporting. You guys will get a doubleheader. There you go. Doubleheader next time. Swansea Sporting. Unless we get past them in the Caballero Cup, and then probably Northampton, whenever that comes in. So until then, I've been James. You've been you. This has been Corby Town. Have a good one. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.